Welcome to the An English Coffee Office. Today is Wednesday, November 12, and like every morning, David and Alex are at the coffee machine.
Hey Alex, good morning. How's that coffee hitting the spot today?
Morning, David. It's doing the trick, nice and hot. You seem wide awake already. Early gym session or just the usual rush?
More like a rush of emails piling up before I even sit down. But hey, I grabbed my phone for a quick news scroll while waiting for this brew. Man, the headlines are wild this week. Did you see that New York Times article on Europe and their big push on defense spending?
Yeah, I caught a bit of it during my commute. They're talking about leaders in Britain and the EU really promoting how increased military budgets could juice up their economies. Right?
Spot on. It's all about promising jobs and growth from pouring billions into defense. But I read there's this trade-off they're glossing over. Like, is it really helping or just shifting money around?
Exactly. On one hand, it could stimulate manufacturing and tech sectors, creating thousands of jobs in places that need them. But pulling funds from education or healthcare? That feels like robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Totally. As a sales rep, I'm thinking about the business angle. If Europe's economy gets a boost from this, we might see more orders for our software solutions. Maybe even partnerships with defense contractors looking to streamline ops.
That's a practical take. Strategically, though, it raises questions about long-term stability. Europe's been dealing with sluggish growth for years. Defense spending might give a short-term lift. But what about innovation in renewables or AI?
Good point. I mean, our team's been pitching efficiency tools to EU clients, and if they're reallocating budgets, it could open doors or slam them shut if priorities shift. Remember that deal we almost lost last quarter because of budget cuts elsewhere?
Oh yeah, the Frankfurt project. This could echo that on a massive scale. Leaders are hyping the economic benefits, but economists in the article warn it might not offset the opportunity costs.
Right. It's like betting the farm on one horse. Anyway, enough geopolitics to start the day. Switching topics, have you heard the latest on OpenAI? That CNN piece about their new AI for medical diagnostics is everywhere.
I did read it. They're unveiling this model that analyzes X-rays and MRIs with 95% accuracy, trained on huge data sets for early detection of things like cancers. Pretty groundbreaking.
Isn't it? Pilots starting in US and European hospitals. Imagine cutting diagnosis wait times from weeks to hours. No more patients in limbo.
For sure. As a project manager, I see the workflow integration as key. They're focusing on privacy safeguards and seamless fit into clinical routines, which avoids the usual tech adoption headaches.
Yeah, like when we rolled out that new CRM system and everyone griped about the learning curve. This AI sounds user-friendly though. Doctors get faster insights without drowning in data.
Precisely. It could reduce errors too, which is huge in healthcare. Think about the ripple effects. Fewer misdiagnoses mean better patient outcomes and lower costs overall.
And for us in tech sales, it's a goldmine. Clients in pharma or health tech will want similar AI boosts for their projects. I've got a pitch next month. Might weave this in to show what's possible.
Smart move. But let's not overlook the ethical side. With 95% accuracy, it's impressive, but that 5%? Hospitals will need protocols to handle false positives or negatives.
True. Can't have AI playing doctor without human oversight. The article mentioned they're emphasizing that, training docs alongside the tech. Makes me appreciate our CA processes here. We double-check everything before launch.
It does highlight how AI is evolving from hype to practical tools. In my role, I am already eyeing ways to apply similar diagnostics to project risks. Spotting bottlenecks early.
Love that analogy. You turn our timelines into a well-oiled machine. Speaking of big gatherings of info, did you catch the New York Times story on the Maha Kumbh Mela in India?
Oh yes, the festival that drew over 400 million pilgrims along the Ganges for those sacred rituals. It's the largest human gathering in history, they said.
Mind-blowing scale. And they're using AI for crowd management and facial recognition to keep everyone safe amid all that chaos. Turned an ancient tradition into a high-tech event.
It's a perfect blend of culture and modernity. The rituals honor Hindu traditions, but with billions in revenue from tourism and jobs, it's boosting India's economy big time.
Exactly. Over 400 million people. That's like the entire US population showing up for a party. Our office holiday bash feels tiny by comparison.
It does. But think about the logistics. AI helping manage flows, preventing overcrowding. It's a lesson in scalable tech for massive events.
For real. As sales folks, we could learn from that. Using data to predict client surges or event planning for trade shows. Imagine AI routing our booth traffic at the next conference.
That's insightful. Culturally, it's fascinating how it preserves rituals while embracing tech. The article noted it's highlighting India's tech-savvy era, drawing global attention.
Yeah, and the economic impact. Billions poured into local businesses, hotels, transport. It's like a cultural Super Bowl on steroids.
Subtle humor there. It also sparks thoughts on society, how such events foster unity in diverse crowds. In our global teams, we could borrow that spirit for better collaboration.
Spot on. Makes me want to plan a team outing with some cultural flair. Maybe an Indian food day to celebrate.
I'd be in, but back to work reality. Did this news cycle get you thinking about our deliverables?
A bit. The defense stuff reminds me to follow up on those EU leads. The AI medical tool could inspire a demo for health clients. And the festival just motivates me to handle big projects without dropping the ball.
Well-structured summary. I'm noting how these global shifts might affect our timelines. Need to build in flexibility.
Always the planner. Hey, before we head out, any weekend plans brewing?
Just catching up on some reading and a hike if the weather holds. You?
Probably grilling with friends and scrolling more news. Keeps me sharp for Monday pitches.
Sounds balanced. All right, let's tackle that inbox mountain.
You got it. Talk soon. Have a productive one.
Same to you. See you around.